What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another late night, another silent film, Charlie Chaplin's 1928, The Circus. Have not seen it before, excited to get into it, and without any further delay, we'll get into this picture, because, Captain, we are a go. Wow, very aggressive treatment. And certainly, I think the entire picture will be juxtaposed with the number that was sung by Charlie Chaplin in the beginning. Just his fortune, right time, right place. He gets the pickpocket's snatch. To his shock, suddenly he's a rich man. He's standing behind this hot dog stand, and he's no more hungry and broke. Well, they did a good job hiding the camera. To Chaplin's credit, the circus and all the fun elements, the different houses, the animals, really works in his favor and his comedic style. It was only a matter of time before the few knocks knocked the pickpocketer out. Oh, a chase sequence between a constable and the tramp is exactly what the house needs. A life of circumstantial comedy is the life of this tramp. That gives a real spin even to the magician. Everything is off, well, on brand, but off script. Wow. For someone who keeps such a tight rein on the circus, certainly bringing on the funny man, who knows how the entire business will change and perhaps reconcile a type of workable relationship between the father and the daughter. He has everything on his person. He has a spoon, he has sugar, or whether that was salt. He has bread. Practically his coats and his wardrobe provides for his everyday means. Ironically, there's an ad for the sword swallower behind him. She ate that bread like it was a sword. Oh, that's kind of him. Yeah. So he finds ways to work around, the tough dad, and they've already built a rapport together. But I see. Yeah, it's a funny act. So by the time they're done by the time he's ready to shoot the arrow, the apple will be too thin. I think what he meant by that was either worm or that was a fake apple. I'm assuming more the former. He's following the act so far. So far, so good. So this might be his calling card to the acts that he might be doing the barbershop act. It's just his own authentic reaction is to duck. See, when everything is off script, it becomes fresh material. That's when the audience love it. They're probably, audience seemingly already know what they're gonna do, or they're knowledgeable of the types of acts that are coming up. That in itself, just that bit where, the donkey is running after him is, again, hilarious. Oh, here we go again with the donkey. But even even with his his character, the tramp, and the lack of funds, and the fact that he's hungry and he's sort of this wayward man, he still has a sort of dignity about him, that he still carries himself in a respectable manner. So it's interesting. It goes even to show with his own clothing. Go the donkey, just right behind him. Again, he doesn't find the job. The job continually finds him to be appropriate at the right time. He has his hand in every one of the acts, and he's making it a lot better by actually not following the act. It's the comedy of tragedy. He's bringing tragedy to every act, and it works. So the circus, as it's the stigma, it profits off of its performers, but the performers themselves don't do that well, or are treated that well to begin with. Blame it on the birds. One of the birds. The horse blew first. Oh boy, he would have a certain bit of energy now for the next run of the show. This is not a camera trick, though. There is a real lion sleeping while he's, acting on set. The orchestration of those events, the dog leaping while the lion is sleeping. She comes and the dog bites his leg and he gets a hold of it for an amount of time, and then it does not work out for him. He just gave his confidence got the better of him just because the lion didn't do anything the first time around. Ah, there you go. She's breaking down to him his value. As soon as dad comes, he goes right back into working, which, yeah, I mean, it would be cool if by the end of it he stands up to her, or if she does. Oh, that's phenomenal. Like, he's now paid what he's worth, because the owner knows, he brings in the crowd. They're still probably making a profit, and, he's making a good wage. The donkey does not like him at all. The only thing he's not is dark. What an odd place to stash all his, cash right at the edge of the boot. It's, he lives life day by day. So money goes, money comes. It's transient for him, probably. A woman added to his life is a lot more of a game changer. So they wrote that into the script, that he runs from a donkey and he crashes all these plates. So his funny bit is made into an actual act. That's a cool idea. That's a cool idea to represent what if, his internal state of mind. Oh, what if he becomes the new attraction? He becomes the next top dollar bill. Then what's his worth to her or to the father? That's incredible. Incredible. And they're filming it as well with a wide shot and a close-up, which I'm assuming the close-up is a lot more controlled, but still fascinating. He can't be anybody but himself. It's too hard for him to pander to her by, replicating his, expertise. And who knows, his own act of tragedy by trying to replicate might hit it with the audience. A ruthless business as well, because you're only as good as your last performance. That's one. The audience are quick to move on from a funny act or something that entertained them, but it's fickle. One thing that's funny one day will not be funny the next. So they have to keep reinventing themselves, which, in circus, for a circus act, it's quite demanding. What a chaotic frame. But still, it works so well. Like, there must be trained monkeys, but he does so much justice to one frame, so much so much comedy within a frame that it's so rich. Way to prove his point that he has a charmed life. He has to prove everybody. He doesn't have to prove anybody wrong except himself. Very obviously, something is gonna go wrong. His timing wise, he's not gonna clap on time, or it's one way or the other. The communication is gonna break. So last minute. How is he gonna improvise this one? The clap came at the right time. Yeah, very quite charming. Even if they knew he was using a wire, it's still pretty impressive that he's doing a handstand with one hand. Oh. Well, in the back of his mind, he still believes he is being carried by that piece of rope. He shouldn't have told him. Now his confidence and reality has struck. One of them is biting his nose. That's incredible. It's fantastic. These aren't animated creatures. They're all real. And they're interacting with him while he's, I'm pretty sure with this shot he's, on the floor or something, but still, great shot. Oh, wow. Incredible. That was a fantastic shot that they had even the audience in the background with him on the rope. it's more now for his safety than it is entertainment. They're worried. That's not right, that all the attention is and all the respect to one performer who does bring the audience to the crowd, because it seems like he's not treating the circus as a collective unit, but more as Charlie Chaplin, the tramp. That's unfortunate that, the dad was so removed from his responsibilities as a parental figure that he could not see his daughter as a daughter, to the point where she runs away. I'm assuming he's gonna ensemble his own circus act. Wow. Wow. I did not expect that. Yeah, what a sacrifice on his behalf. Because we all know he likes her, but, to provide the best for her, not to be in his situation, he gives the $50 ring. There you go. Now, no more under his own authority, so she has the say-so for herself now. Well, that was... I thought he was gonna hug his daughter, but a simple handshake. It's a disastrous relationship. I don't think he's gonna go with them. I think he'll skip out. He'll skip out. Wow. He's left all alone. The traveling circus moves on while he remains the lonesome tramp. I did not expect it to end that way. That was, quite sad for him. Feel sad for him. Thoughts. Quite different from his other pictures. His usual, stunts and, with his fourth wall breaking. This did not have that much of it. It's quite a different narrative approach. Like his tools in his bag that he uses that are so quintessentially Chaplin-esque. But this picture was a lot more story driven. Not a lot more, but very story focused. And his circumstances of having come across the circus and how he became important to the circus by the short-term value that he brought, the level of funny, and to see if he could continue to replicate it for a capitalistic structure, and as soon as he wasn't able to, was thrown directly to the side, so of no value. Her, on the other hand, she will always remain part of the circus because she is the owner's daughter. So there is again that difference where he still has the risk of being abandoned and thrown to the side, so he pretty much has nothing to lose. until he falls in love, or that's how I took it, that he, was charmed, and he charmed her for a portion of the film, and did, enjoy her company, and was very gracious and generous to her, to the point of even sharing the little food that he had, and willing to stand up for her. He gives everything, yeah, to the performance. It's quite remarkable, just as an actor and as a character, because what else could he give? He bought a $50 ring that he wanted to propose, to her, and he overheard, the card reader's prediction, or like prophecy, thinking that it was him, but he thought, again, he put her best interest ahead of his own, knowing that, back to reality, there's only so much he can do to provide for her. He doesn't have any source of stability. This is not his job. Is something that he fell into, and that probably over the long run, this sort of attractiveness that they have to each other will sort of fizzle out, because in the heat of the moment they were both just trying to work within a system, that they both saw themselves struggling in. And once they escaped from the circus, who knows what would have been of this couple. Whereas if it was the rope, the tight rope walker, there's that commonality of living in the circus being your occupation, the mutual attraction that they both had upon first glance. So it was quite interesting to see, as well. This, as much as it was a circus, that he entered into, this traveling circus, he is a traveling man as well. It was very much a circus for him in terms of his own emotions, being the headline act, falling in love, and then being kicked out, and then having to give up this love to someone else. It is a circus for him as well, as a character and his own emotions. So that was, quite interesting to see. Narratively, photographically, the song in the beginning, it felt like it was a hymn that he had in his heart, that he would sing when thinking about her, or hoping that she would do better in her father's business. It was a very dear song, because that frame of her hanging on the ropes, that we saw that frame when he was bringing her food. So it makes me wonder whether that is a song he purposefully wrote for her, in terms of her achieving her father's ambitions for her, or her conquering the act of the jumping through the loops and so on and so forth, her gymnastic act. So it was a very interesting, a different story, but interesting nonetheless, funny nonetheless, and very touching. That last bit where he went to the tightrope walker, Rex, and gave him the ring. I was not expecting that, but I mean, what a touching moment that was. But yeah, great film. Excited to see everybody's thoughts, if there's anything more to add to the film. And until the next silent picture, or next picture in general, I'll see you there. So take care, guys, and enjoy the circus.
What's up, you cinephiles? Thank you very much for making it to the very end. Me and Big Willie don't take that for granted. We really appreciate you. Now, if you would like to show your support to us, you know what you can do up here. You can smash that button, really just smash it. And if you would like to check out some more content, they're all curated by days up over here and playlists. So, you know what? We hope you're having a great day. Don't crumble, and just continue to smile and be a good bastion of cinema.